Yo guys, my name is Armand. Welcome. And in today's video, I'm gonna go over 15 habits that has absolutely changed my life, and I believe it could also change yours. So let's break it down. Yo guys, so a little bit about me. I used to own a gym just like this where I had about 15 trainers in there, and then I let that go to completely go all online. And I've helped over 1,000 people with their fitness goals, mainly fat loss and building muscle. And I'm also a husband, a father of 2 little girls. So you can imagine I have had to gain some really good habits along the way. And in this video, I really want to share it with you so that way you could take it with you as well. So you can imagine, like, I've been doing this for the past 14 years, okay? So I understand how it feels to have zero structure, a really poor routine, feeling like you're all over the place and it's affecting your mental health and your body. I get it. So these are the habits, 15 habits I'm gonna go over that has helped me, and I promise you, if you follow these habits, it's also gonna help you as well. By the way, as I'm going through this, I'm also going to be getting a lift in, and that is going to be the first habit I'm gonna go over. Getting a workout in, getting a lift in, doing some type of resistance training 2 to 4 times a week, consistently over time. And you know who motivates me whenever I go to the gym? It's the people that are in their 70s and 80s. So this one time, this dude in his 80s, I went up to him and I said, hey man, like, you really motivate me, right? And I asked him, like, hey, how long have you been working out, and how do you stay consistent? And he told me that he started lifting when he was 18, and his goals changed over time. But right now, he told me that every workout is him depositing into his 401k. And he wanted to be able to fall and not break his hip. And I was like, wow, that's such a great perspective, right? And I took a lot from that, okay? And now with my goals of just wanting to be healthy, fit, strong, and be, you know, the best version of myself mentally and physically, and I know that working out is a big part of that. I think of working out as depositing into my 401k, and I was like, wow, that's so much wisdom there. You can learn so much by just talking to people in their 80s. Yo, so something that I personally struggle with is perfectionism. So before taking action or doing anything, I had to make sure that everything was perfect, that everything had to be on point. And if I'm being honest, perfectionism, there's pros and cons to it, right? But personally, it was doing more harm for me than good, because I wasn't taking advantage of certain opportunities. I was afraid of making mistakes, so I wasn't taking, action fast enough, so I wasn't learning. So one thing that I do now is that whenever I feel that perfectionism creep in, is imperfect action. Think about it, okay? Like, I'm thinking to myself, just do it. Imperfect action. We learn as we go. And that's the key thing here. That's the habit, is taking imperfect action. Because if we think about things too long, or if we try to consider, everything, then we're never going to learn. We're never going to do it. So I've learned through the years, imperfect action is the way to go. Yo, so the next habit that I've adopted over the years is taking 100% accountability. Here's the thing with that. Yes, I know that I can't control people's thoughts or actions, but I could control how I respond to those things, okay? And ever since I adopted that mindset, I got into a place of not complaining or blaming others or situations. I kind of just take it for what it is, right? And that allowed me to take control over my life. And that has been super helpful, okay? So that's one thing that I've learned through the years, is just taking 100% accountability. When situations happen, I think to myself, how can I have, handled a situation better? How can I have thought of things differently? So that's one thing that was super helpful for me, taking 100% accountability over everything. All right, so this next habit that I'm gonna go over is something that I actually talk a lot about, and that is planning out your day the night before. And there's just something about checking things off, like creating a checklist and just knocking everything out. And that builds a lot of momentum, it builds a lot of clarity around your goals. So that's one habit that I do is every single night I spend 10 minutes a night just planning everything out that I need to do, whether that's my personal life, my clients, coaching calls, whatever it may be, everything's listed out. And that has provided so much clarity, a lot more structure. So please, if you aren't planning out your days and you feel like you're all over the place, start with that. Just take 10 minutes a night, just plan everything out, and I guarantee you're gonna feel a lot better. Something that I used to do when I first wake up is I'm in my bed, okay? And I grab my phone, I'll scroll through it, I'll look at my emails, I'll look at my text messages, I'll look at WhatsApp, I'll look at my social media, and I'm just scrolling. So I'm spending 15, 20 minutes of me just scrolling first thing in the morning. And the habit that I've gained, and this is the next habit, is no screen time when I first wake up. No screen time before I set the tone. I want to set the tone. Because the thing is, when you're scrolling through stuff, there could be something negative, right? Whether that's an email or something on social media, and that sets the tone for the day. So I don't want to do that. I want to be able to go enter the world on a good mental space, okay? So the first thing I do, wake up, grab my water, drink it, have my pre-workout meal, and go from there. And because I want to set the tone. Because when you do that, when you're scrolling through social media, you're going to allow other people to set the tone. And I don't want to do that. So the first thing that I do is not check my phone. My phone's in a whole different room, okay? So that is the next habit. No screen time before I set the tone. Yo, so this next habit actually ties into the last one, and that is going to be devotions and prayer. There's just something about spending time in God's word and in prayer that just helps me throughout the day, right? It gets me in a place of gratitude and thankfulness. So just being able to just spend time with the Lord. So that's something that has helped me, and it just that's what really sets the tone for the day because it keeps me grounded and it reminds me of what actually matters. So the next habit that I've been doing is journaling. So I write down absolutely everything. I write down my thoughts. I write down what worked today, what didn't work. I'm pretty much documenting my day. I'm documenting my thoughts. I think of journaling as if I am writing my own book. And it's gonna be really cool one day whenever my kids wanna just see my thoughts, they can just look at my journal. And that's something that has helped me because now I'm able to just reflect on my day. I'm able to physically see my thoughts and I'm able to reflect on it. And that has helped me so much because it provided a lot more clarity on my thoughts, things that I want to improve on, things that I'm lacking. So journaling, I find very helpful and something that I suggest doing. So something that I've done through the years is I am listening. I'm constantly listening to either a sermon, podcast, or audiobook. So I'm thinking self-improvement. I believe that it does something subconsciously where even if you're not fully paying attention and you have it in the background and you're listening to it, I believe that it helps you throughout your day because life is gonna throw things at you. There's gonna be so many things going on. You're going to want to make good decisions that align with your goal. So I believe listening to either a sermon, podcast, or audiobook that is focused on your goals and who you want to be, then you're going to make better decisions. So that's something I've done through the years. Whether I'm working out or I'm driving by myself or I'm just going for a walk, I'm listening to those things every time. Something that I always have is a mentor, whether that's going to be a mentor for my spiritual walk, like a discipler, or somebody that's going to help me with my fitness goals or my business goals, or even just anything personal, right? Like personal goals, whatever you want to call it. Like I'm always having a mentor in each area, by the way, because I believe that in order to grow and improve and be better at things that I care about, I need somebody to guide me and to hold me accountable. So that's a habit that I've gained is I always need a mentor, somebody that can walk through life with me because I know that I need it. Yo, just finished up a walk and getting some sun. And that is actually going to be the next habit is going outdoors, getting some sun and walking around, getting my steps in. Obviously, I know that there's gonna be days where I can't go outdoors because it's raining. Those are days where I'll get on a treadmill and get my steps in. But that's what I do every single day is I'll go outdoors, go for a walk, listen to a podcast, and just, you know, do my thing. And honestly, like to be real, like that's hard for me to do sometimes because I sit in front of a laptop all day and I respond to clients, I get on coaching calls. So majority of my day is actually me sitting down. So I have to be intentional with this. So it's really important to me to do so. And I believe you should also, get your steps in. It's great for overall health on top of, getting some sun as well. So definitely work on getting your steps in, work on getting some sun. It's gonna be really important for you, all right? The next habit that I've gained is drinking Echo water. If you want to feel better, if you want to feel good, you got to drink water, okay? Because I know I work with a lot of people, man, and I'll be real with you. A lot of people don't drink water. They consume other types of liquids and they think that's enough. But if I'm being quite honest with you, water is key, man. Like you cannot live without water. So please drink your water. Make it a habit. I'm telling you, telling you. Yo, something that I have to do every single day, and that is a real habit of mine, is I eat high quality foods consistently. So whole foods, nutrient dense foods. I'm prioritizing lean protein with every single meal. I am getting my fruits and vegetables in consistently, my healthy fats, good source of carbs. Because ultimately, I just want to feel really good. I want my blood work to be on point. I want to make sure that my gut health is on point. I'm not necessarily like tracking calories all the time, but I'm prioritizing those foods and I have to get those in every day because I, again, just want to feel really good. And that's how you feel good is what you put in your body is really important. So eating high quality foods, make it a habit. It's gonna be super beneficial just for your overall health and well-being. Yo, since we're talking about food, this one habit actually helped me a lot, okay? And helped me control my weight, helped me feel overall better. And that's learning how to not over consume food, not overeating. And that took me a long time to get down. And I had to improve on it because I used to eat till way past fullness. I used to overeat like crazy, right? So I had to learn how to control that. So I paid attention to my fullness cues. I had to really eat slow, pay attention to how I was feeling. And then when I was full and satisfied, I just stopped eating. I didn't have to go over that. So that one habit actually changed a lot for me and something that I suggest doing. Yo, so I have a nighttime routine. I have a nighttime plan, and I do this every single day. It's a habit of mine because I need good sleep. Without good sleep, I am groggy. I don't have the best workouts. My food is just out of whack. Like I'm constantly craving food, and whenever I eat, I'm not satisfied. So I'm huge on sleep. I'm huge on the quality sleep I'm getting. Just like you would have a nutrition plan or a training plan, you need a nighttime plan. So have a good nighttime routine. Focus on winding down, getting good sleep. So sleep is huge. Sleep is so important. So make sure that you're getting good quality sleep in. That is going to be really important just for your overall health and well-being. Yo, the last habit that I've gained over time, and this was not easy by the way, because I am a flawed person, I make mistakes, and that is to live in gratitude, to be thankful for the things around me. Because I know, I get it, like a lot of times the things that we focus on are things that are negative. So instead, like I do my best to just focus on the good things in life, to just be thankful to do even just the small things, like to be able to work out, to eat right, to, my health, like to be able to do this. Like, I am grateful, I'm thankful for those things. So that's one habit that I believe everyone should start doing. I know it's hard at times because we all go through some really dark seasons and times, but to just really seek out the good things around us, right? To really pay attention to those things and to live in gratitude. Like, really look for it because it's there. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm thankful for you. Comment, like, subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.